10 strangers are invited to a private island, all to be killed off one by one. This is not a news story, thankfully. It's the plot of the best-selling mystery novel by Agatha Christie. And joining us here today to tell us more about the show that you can check out is Matthew Golden, who plays Philip Lombard. And he will be there tonight because the stage is this is airing in Cumberland-County, at the Oyster Mill Playhouse. And then there were none. So thank you so much, first of all, Matthew, for being with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
So tell us a little bit about this. So we have a new year, a new show, and this is a classic. This is the best-selling mystery novel of all time, and now you guys get to bring it to life on the stage.
Right. It's sort of the quintessential murder mystery. All the tropes that are so tried and true, this is the one that kind of started them all. And it's a little unique, and there's not a detective character like she has Miss Marple or Hercule Poirot. It's the suspects and victims themselves who are investigating as the show goes on. So I think that kind of puts the audience in the show too, because they're just everyday people like the people in the show.
And like we mentioned, this is one of the best-selling novels that, is out there. So many people know the show, and maybe they haven't seen it brought to life, and you guys now have the opportunity to do that.
Yes, I hope we bring a few shocks for those that are familiar with it, because it is a little different from the book, not vastly. But in the rehearsal process, I've been surprised how many people actually don't know this story. So they'll be in for a lot of shocks and surprises over the next 3 weekends if they come see us.
And like you said, a lot of people do know it, but what do you think makes this story stand the test of time 90 years after it was originally released?
I think just the plot itself is so unique from other murder mysteries. It doesn't have the kind of reveal at the end that you would see in a lot of her other typical shows. It has an ending that you may not be used to in a murder mystery. And I think really people just crave comfort and formula, especially anymore. So this is something where you get unique characters, interesting deaths, a little bit of humor, and just some good character building within the show itself.
That's wonderful. So tell us a little bit about your role in the show.
I play Philip Lombard. I am former military, and I have come to the island for what is alleged to be a weekend party for 8 guests and 2 servants, and we very quickly find out that is not the case, and then the pandemonium ensues and goes from there as far as just completely falling apart for all of them. So
the fun ensues, or something like that. Fun for the audience, maybe not for
fun for the audience, not for the characters.
Maybe not for the people on the island, right? All right. So, what does the rest of the season look like at Oyster Mill Playhouse? We are at the start of the year, new show, and you guys are starting off with a bang.
Yes. Up next in March is the Vagina Monologues by Eve Ensler, a series of different narratives from women around the world about being female, being their body parts, their experiences, and then we have a lot of comedies the rest of the year. Hay Fever, a classic Noel Coward. We have a murder mystery caper in the 39 Steps. We have a romantic comedy in Boing Boing, and then we end the season with Murder Again, the musical comedy Murders of 1940, which is not a musical, but it is a comedy. So,
well, you start with murder and end with murder.
Yeah,
what nice. A time to be alive, I guess. All right. Well, Matthew, thank you so much for being with us. And remember, And Then There Were None is playing at the Oyster Mill Playhouse Fridays and Saturdays through January 27th at 7:30. And then there is one more Sunday show that you can still get tickets for. That one is January 21st, and it's at 2 p.m. We have a lot more information and show times. You can check it all out right now on fox43.com.